Coltaine, being the friendly person he is, will later distribute that amongst the members of his group.
And for completing this minor quest, you also receive 150 XP.
Everyone?
I'm wondering if that's everyone or divided. If that's divided, that's stupidly low.
I think just Coltaine and Winter.
I'll give some to Nima too, because she's in the room.
Just to shut her up.
Well, given a 6-way split on 150 would be 25 XP. We'll say y'all get 150.
Cool.
Even me?
No.
Did you help?
Hell yeah!
Okay, John, I'll tell you what. If you can give me a convincing argument... Actually, you know what? We'll turn this to the viewers. Give us a convincing argument of how Corvus helped, and we'll let the viewers vote on it. Okay, and I'll do you one extra. I'll give you a minute to think about this as I go AFK.
Come on, viewers. I'll give you 10 points.
Well, let's see, John. You could have been the one that placed the crystal skull where it was at some point while you were a slave. You could have made it easier to find. It was in a locked box, right?
I don't know. I don't remember these things.
The viewers remember so much more than we do.
It's pretty bad.
We're terrible people.
I'm pretty sure it was in one of the first rooms in the first section of the fortress.
It's
And
true.
let's see.
As a slave, he was one of the reasons why we had to go there in the first place, right? So technically, he's involved.
And Gendar, did Gendar, why did Gendar want it? How did he know it was there?
He basically asked us to do it in reward for the information. He said, I'm looking for a skull scepter, bring it back to me.
So I would say then that while he was in the slave gang, he saw it in a very sneaky place none of us would have thought of, stole it, but then they caught it on him, so they had to put it in the box for safekeeping before they temporarily hid it somewhere else.
No, okay, wait, I've got an even better idea. Get this. Corvus told some of the slaves that they should run away. He's the one that incited them to run away, knowing that Merkelmore would chase them and that everyone else would be saved because of it.
That has nothing to do with the crystal scepter, though.
Yeah, but he was instrumental in us returning with it.
So...
Alright, how about on top of everything else? He also stole it from a more secure location and made it easy to find.
But not too easy.
So, what's the verdict?
I have a base.
Fuzzy Wolf Beta, he took valuable oxygen from the duergar.
We have come to the opinion, that while he was being slave ganged and stuff, he actually found the crystal in a more secure place where the Drogans would never have found it, stole it,
What crystal?
but... No,
The skull scepter, skull scepter.
Whatever. The crystal skull. And he But then they found it on him naturally because he was only like loincloths or something, and it's pretty big. So then they took it off him, and before they could put it in somewhere safe, they would just put it in that trunk for safekeeping. So if it hadn't been for him, we would never found it. And
Silverbow Max, he prevented a mass Drogon suicide last night with his grief counseling. Oh, that's awesome.
And then Nick said that he also convinced half of the slaves to just run away, causing Murkamore to chase them, which then allowed us to survive. So, and if we hadn't survived, then we wouldn't have been able to return it anyway.
Ah, yes, Corvus was the one who incited the revolt, and... not the revolt, but... and he stayed back, knowing that, yeah, I'm not an idiot.
So he sacrificed half the slaves, which is a very John-like thing to do.
It is. That's true.
I have to admit it is.
Good job, Nick.
So overall, viewers, you want Corvus to get the XP?
Mitch says yes.
I'm saying yeses and a sure.
Plus, if he's starting at a crisp level 4, and we're all almost level 5, Nick's almost level 6, you're getting a little too much level displacement, so you might as well give him what you can.
Alright, so you all get 150 XP.
I like this, but John has to... Oh, no. Never mind.
What was that?
Well, Trash Windows said that he should sing a song for it. But Saga Deathwitch said, please no. Yeah, come up with a limerick, John.
No, come up with a creative way in which you will inevitably stab Coltaine in the back by accident.
Yeah.
And tell me beforehand.
Alright, what's gonna happen is don't ever go into melee. Or else you get you'll get an arrow shot somewhere in your near vicinity, maybe in your head.
That's not a limerick.
Hey,
Also-
this is a John limerick, okay? There are no rules.
It's like a haiku, it doesn't rhyme.
Just want to say thank you, viewers. Y'all get 10 points.
So have y'all added the XP? Looks like it. Cool. Okay. So you were finishing your business with Gendar, asking him what?
Does he know a cure for Alzheimer's? Maybe she should do Sudoku or something.
Does Winter ask that?
Winter asks if he knows any cures for Alzheimer's in regards to
Amnesia.
recess.
Cure for
Amnesia.
old timers?
Yes,
You know the cure, Doug. It starts with a twin and ends with a strike.
Just any way we could possibly help the memory of that poor old priestess of the hidden light who's always forgetting things.
And maybe our friend Coltaine also.
Yes, actually, I think I could use one too.
Okay, I came up with a limerick.
Give that, John.
Do you want me to give it to John, or should I say it myself?
Make John say it.
No, I think you should say it.
So, just before that, Gendar replies, "Damn it, man, I'm a collector, not a doctor."
Nice.
Well said.
You could be a collector of
Doctors?
cures. You could be a collector of doctors.
It is a slaving town, right? Alright, limerick time. Go, go, go.
Alright, yeah. So this is pretty bad because I just came up with, but here it goes. There once was a man named Coltaine, who was a warrior of little or no fame. He got stabbed in the back, his head given a whack, and now he's incredibly bad pain.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
Anyway, he wants to speak to Gendar some more.
Of course he does.
There once was a ranger named Wintier, whose disposition was incredibly bit-tier.
I can swear you
Like-
guys... Sorry, go ahead, Joe.
He liked to twin strike. Nemaramus is a dyke,
What the hell does that come from?
and Sorrow charges in with no fear.
Nice.
That was on the spot, for the record.
Well done. 2-point deduction, says Riganwa.
Aww.
I'm not sure if that's for you or for...
No, it's for me. I know that fame and ain and pain are not perfect rhymes.
So Coltaine was talking to Gendar.
Yeah. He asked him, I have this interesting item, and I was wondering if I could trade it in for something else, that maybe if something catches my fancy. And he shows him this +2 Delver's armor he has, and says, do you think this is worth a trade? It's magical armor.
Perhaps something could be arranged.
I don't suppose you have any magical weapons lying around, like a halberd or something?
I think you have to look at the manual and find an enchant item.
Let me check my stocks, but I don't typically carry weapons.
Oh, that's too bad, because I only looked at weapons and armor in the manual. I don't know what else might be of similar value.
I think there were some bracers that I could use.
We're not interested in those.
So Gendar goes into his back room.
Let's take everything and run.
Take the statue. I'm sure it's valuable.
We found another scepter.
Do you have like a, I don't know, a necklace of +5 limericking?
Apparently I need blood cut armor. That's leather, not hide. Jen, say a limerick.
No.
Dave, are you still here, Dave?
Nick, was there an item in particular?
I only looked at the level 8 armor and the level 8 weapons. If he's got no weapons, there was...
No, but was there a particular, like, what what item specifically did you want?
Specifically, I was interested in the halberd +2 of frost.
Also, if he might have bracers of perfect shot.
Or if he has gauntlets of the ram, those could be interesting too. Circlet of Authority could be fun too. It's level 7.
So Gendar comes back into the main room, carrying a halberd, very ornately decorated, but covered in dust. As he walks forward, he blows the dust off of it into your faces. You see there's a lot of
that was uncalled for.
Intricate carvings in it, skulls and such. And as he hands it over to Coltaine, Coltaine feels it very cold, and where his hand contacts it, frost forms. This particular weapon is known as Soul Harvester. I would trade it for the armor.
Coltaine holds the weapon and marvels for a while and says, "An excellent deal." Shakes his hand.
Gendar tries to shake his hand, but because of his lack of depth perception, misses and almost grabs Coltaine's crotch.
That's fucking amazing.
Wait, did you just fumble on a handshake?
Did you roll that?
The guy has
Coltaine-
one eye.
Coltaine quickly gives him the armor, sort of like drops on his outstretched hands and takes the halberd and says, yes, okay, thank you very much. This is absolutely fantastic.
He wanted something more than your armor.
Yeah, Coltaine should look into getting a codpiece.
Someone recommended making a codpiece out of Sorrow's horns.
Oh man.
Yeah, I was just thinking, I thought you said codpiece because other people had recommended it.
No, I didn't see that.
Apparently that was Kaiser 1095-1.
Before leaving, Coltaine asks one more thing. He says, would you happen to know anything about gnolls buying slaves?
He strokes his chin and stares up, scanning his memory. Gnolls buying slaves. Not to my knowledge.
Winter remembers the gnoll fight though, and he whispers to Coltaine that he should probably go talk to Orantor about it.